king, a mere King Khan. It's Tia.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
Not too many. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Hit him with a left jab. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nobody home with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab doesn't score. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. The game plan. Here we go, it's round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt, it's always coming. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Nice slip to avoid the jab. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. He threw the hook, didn't land. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that round. There's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Catch and shoot. Quick punch scores. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Khan in that last one. And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both men step back for just a moment. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Shot lands. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Good counter punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this part will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. This fight has a real good flow to it. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to... There's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! And he just put Amir Khan down. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Good counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Tried to score with a jab. Has to be careful for that. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Round 7, here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They exchange punches. There's a scoring blow. Nice counter punch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he scores with the counter. Amir Khan is rocked! And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
That will do it. They want no more. So there you have it. It is official.